Hey honey roses, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Thank you for being here. If you need anything from me, you can go to www.milkhoneyrose.org to book a reading or a healing conversation with me, Mystic Alchemy. And if you want to purchase any of my books, they're also going to be listed below this video. All right. And if you would like to send a love offering to me, you can send it to my PayPal, my Venmo, or my Cash App. That will be listed in the description below. And my PayPal, or excuse me, my Cash App is $MNHONEYROSE. Okay. All right. So I just remembered that I had a little mini dream the other night. And I don't even, was it? Yeah, it was the other night. I had a dream, and the only thing that, it wasn't nighttime. I think it was just in the evening. I had fallen asleep. And you know, you get comfortable and you just fall asleep and you didn't know you did. That's what I did, right? And the only reason why I was brought about the dream is because the bell rang, my doorbell. Now, in the dream, it started with me like in the middle of a room. The room was very bright because there were so many windows in the room. And I was with this stocky dude. He was stocky, but he was small. He looked like an athlete to me, but he was small, but I knew that he knew what he was doing in his craft. It almost felt like he was a boxer. That's what it felt like. He was a boxer or something else, like some type of other capability, but it just felt like boxing to me. Even now, thinking back in the moment, it felt like boxing. And so, what happened? I'm recording. Baby, we don't do this to me. Don't run me down with the questions. Don't run up on me. We already told you that when he's ready, he gonna come. All right? Okay, honey? Thank you. You know the children, they will beat you down with a question like you didn't just answer it 2 minutes ago. You don't have to break it down sometime, and then they just be like, "Oh, let me stop." Impatient. That's all. You know how that go. But anyway, yeah. So he felt like a boxer, but he was like my friend. I have a lot of masculine energy in the spirit that be coming to visit me. It's much more masculine energy around me than feminine. But anyway, I think I've always told you that. But yeah. So I felt like I was in another dimension, and I popped into one of my lives. And he felt like the homie, right? He felt like he was my friend. But it felt like he was catching feelings for me. That's what it felt like. But this is in another dimension. It didn't feel like a dream. It felt like my life. And I went to go visit my friend. That's what it felt like. And it was very interesting. And I've had this happen to me multiple times. I have other stories. I just didn't tell y'all yet. But this one just happened recently. So I feel like there's a message here. So I have to decode it to see what Spirit wants me to tell you, because I was actually about to tell you something else, but then this came in my mind and I feel like I'm supposed to tell you this. So he showed me it was a very unique looking trophy that he had, and it had a red seal on it. I don't know, it was something about it that reminded me of a label that I saw on like a liquor bottle or a wine bottle before. And I didn't see all of the engraving, but he pointed to a symbol. And it's like we were speaking to each other telepathically. I know what he was saying to me, but there was no sound. It was just us looking and smiling and making gestures at each other. However, I know what he was saying to me. He knows what I was saying to him. And as soon as I popped into the scene, I was in the middle of the room. And I looked over at him, and he was by the window, and it was like an island, but it was connected to the wall. And he had no shirt on and some like shorts and some slides or something with some socks. Like it was just like real regular, like he was home and I just went to go visit him. So then he looked at me, he was like, "Come here," come here. So I got closer to him, and then he picked up the trophy off of the island, and he was like, tell me, look. and he pointed at this symbol, and it was like a circle with like a little half moon crescent on it. And I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I feel like I have to go find that symbol and see what the meaning of it is, because he was showing me the symbol. And the only thing I could really remember, I remember script on it and like script at the top, but I don't know what it said because it went so fast. And I was focused on that symbol because that's what he wanted me to see. And then I saw a red seal, right? And the other day I was watching the movie Dune, I think it was the first one, with my daughter, right? And I saw that they made the seal with wax. And I actually never even thought about how they make a seal. But on that movie, or in that movie, they were doing what they were doing with sending information, and he was dripping a gray candle to create a seal for the letter to be enclosed in the envelope, or for the letter to be folded together, or whatever they were doing in that moment. And I just thought about that, but it looked like similar to that, but it was red, right? And then he was talking to me, like we was like laughing, and he put his arm around me, like a friend thing. Like, you know, friends just be like, come here, like that. And then he told me my back is small. I don't know what that was about, because he was like, your back is small. He was like messing with me. Like, you know how friends just be like saying stuff and doing whatever, like there's not too much thought about it. You just say whatever's in your mouth. We was going through that motion right there in that moment, right? And we were walking into a different room, and it felt like we were walking into like the dining room. And then he was telling me, like he was complimenting my hair, and he was like asking me about it. And then he was smiling at me, and that's how the moment ended, because the bell rang and it pulled me out of it. Oh, I forgot a major part, which is the most major part, but my nephew just interrupted the thought that I was, okay, after he showed me his trophy with the red seal and that symbol, he's just looking at me. I was like, you know what? I'm proud of you. I was like, I'm very proud of you. And he was smiling. He was like, thank you. Like, he was like, thank you. Like, you know, and that's when he put his arm around me, you know, and yes. Okay, it's okay. Here, just put a napkin on it. I'm almost done recording this video, okay? Here. You're welcome. And so, I was about to say something. Boompy, you keep on distracting me from telling my dream. Can you stop it? You don't even have nothing to say. You just want to be talking. Where was I? Damn it, Becky. Still, baby is distracted me. Still tiny man. Okay. So, that's where I was going with it. This was like a representation of how feminine energy supports masculine energy. And how our support of masculine energy ignites their protection and affection towards us as feminines. Okay, because immediately after I told him that I'm proud of him, because I was genuinely proud of him, because I know how much work he put in, and I feel like that about anybody I meet. When I see that you put that work in, and I'm like, oh, you did that? You know, I gotta give you your flowers, because I know it's hard. I put a lot of work in my life, so I know how hard it is. I know what it feels like when you want to give up and you just want to throw in the towel and say, just pluck it all. But then you're like, no, I can't do that to myself, because that wouldn't make much sense now, would it? So yeah, I gave him his flowers, and I was genuine, as I always am. I was genuine. I was like, I'm proud of you. And he appreciated that. And I just got this vibe that he don't hear that often. And he was a black man. Okay, this was a black man that I'm talking to. He had cornrows in his head, right? And he was just chilling in his house, and I went to go visit him. And he was my friend. He's my friend from another dimension. And our roles are like so crossed and confused right now, and nobody's doing what we're made to do, what we're created to do. The energy that we have as feminines is very nurturing. We're just naturally loving people. But the trials of life can either make you stronger and understand your feminine nature more, or you get confused with the complexities of life and not knowing how to remain in your own energy and then be able to toggle back and forth and, you know, with certain percentages from the masculine to the feminine to handle certain situations, because certain situations do require you to get more into the masculine sometimes. But it doesn't mean that you have to like completely push aside your feminine energy. You could still be in your feminine energy and be direct, because that direct energy is masculine. It's very straightforward, straight to it. You could still be feminine and still be direct. Like, you don't have to completely turn into the character of a masculine energy to get your point across. You know, you don't have to do that. And I feel like many of you have found this within yourself, where you can be assertive but still be yourself, like still be feminine, because sometimes you do, because there's people that will take advantage of you if you don't have a certain way about you. And it's unfortunate, but this is the world we live in. People see someone who's soft and sultry and they want to take advantage of you. Just like how they say, oh, as a woman, don't go to a mechanic by yourself, bring someone with you, because the mechanics will try to rob you, basically. And I feel like that's not only in that field, that's in other fields as well. They say they do that with plumbing and stuff like that. They'll discriminate and raise the price according to what they feel you know. And this happens all the time. It's something that happens all the time, but that doesn't mean forget about your feminine, because the feminine in it itself is its own power. When you know how to use it, the people not even gonna want to play with you. There's always gonna be somebody who's gonna try, but when people actually recognize it, they're gonna respect it. And when you ask questions and you get to the point, they're not gonna want to try to cross you, because they're gonna be like, wait, I can't even play you because you asking too many questions. So that means I could get caught up if I answer wrong, or if I, you know. But back to the point of supporting the masculine energy. This is so nuanced. I'm trying not to go too far. I don't know. And I feel like I'm about to be interrupted again because my nephew keep coming in here, but so many places I could go. Hold on. Many women have been hurt. And when someone is hurt a lot, it makes them put up the sword. The sword goes up when your heart gets hurt. So when the sword come out, that's when people want to call you an angry person, because it's just like you're in a protective mold. So it makes it difficult for women to be in their feminine soft energy, because they feel like they have to protect themselves. Like, just think about that. You're getting hurt over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then it's like, at that point, it could make you want to give up. And it make you just want to go extra hard, and then you just don't like men at all. Some women are like that. They're like, I don't want to see a man. I don't want him to touch me. I hate them. It gets that bad. And I think it's also With some men feel the same way. They've been hurt so many times by women, played, mistreated, disrespected, cheated on. It goes both ways. They be so hurt that they like, you know what, I might as well just take another route, whatever that may be. But it's not going to be love. It's not going to be me really being supportive of a woman. It's just me using her. You see what heartbreak does to us? It completely distorts our image of others on earth as well as our image of ourselves. Yeah. Now, when that shifts and we realize as a collective how powerful it is to support one another and, you know, show that love and respect, like, oh, you did that? That's cool. Instead of envying and being jealous, learn from your brother and your sister, or learn from your future spouse, whoever that may be in the world. Learn from them instead of like looking for a reason to shoot them down. It's like nowadays people want to shoot you down first before they big you up. And when I was in whatever dimension I was in, and I was talking to my friend in that moment of escape that I went to into, I felt like I slipped into one of my lives. We had a lot of respect for each other and a lot of love, and we was just like playful and just talking. It was just a lot of love there. And this is not somebody that I'd be arguing with. Like, that wasn't the vibe at all. Like, this is my friend, we support each other. And that's what it was between him and I. And a lot of times in life, that's missing because people are always looking for, oh, you found a brush? People are always looking for something wrong in people. I'm gonna brush your hair. I'm gonna help you when I'm done, okay?
I already did it.
Okay, I'm gonna still help you because you missed a spot, or 5 spots. Okay. So, when we learn how to respect each other for who we are and be honest with each other, oh, the world is going to be a better place. Oh. So simple and so difficult out of fear of additional heartbreak. This is a part of the reason why we so distorted now. It's unfortunate. But I'm, you know what? I believe that it can change. We just need a lot of people talking about the same thing. The more people talk about it, then it becomes popular because everybody loves popular so much. Then it changes things. The narrative changes. And then they're like, oh, that's what we were supposed to do? So we've been bamboozled. Yes. We have been bamboozled into mistreating each other and hating one another and acting ridiculous outside. When a man feels appreciated, and I'm just saying this from experience, when a man feels appreciated and like human, and when I say human, it's like because now even the men are looked at like sex objects now. It's not just women, because a lot of feminine energy are looking at men like just a pogo stick. That's it. They're like, oh, that's all you can give me? All right, so I might want that. If I don't, then I just want whatever else you can give me that I could benefit from. And then I'm a I don't know why I just heard it like that, but so I just heard. But it's on both sides though. It's not just one way, it's on both sides. So it's become, you know, how can I use you? How can you benefit me? And that's it. And I'll put up an illusion that I'm benefiting you when I'm really just using you. So that right there is causing chaos. So with that as well, that's also causing like a fight. That's a war that we shouldn't even be worried about. We should be worried about the real war. The real war for you to actually control your own vessel and your consciousness and the well-being of your brothers and sisters, your family, things that you actually care about, upholding those beliefs and values and morals, and upholding cultural, the how do I want to say this? Upholding the cultural foundation from our ancestral lineage. That's what we should focus on, because there's things that were done in the past that were right, and if we could just get back to that, we could bring order. Okay. There's no order in society if there is no order in relationships. If there's no respect in relationships, there will be feuds. It will just, everybody's gonna be fighting. Everybody's gonna be fighting. Everywhere you turn, there's gonna be a disagreement, which that's normal for, regular disagreements to happen. It's just a problem when there is no meeting of the minds and you can't come to a mutual understanding to make a decision. That's when it's a problem. And that happens all the time. It's happening right now. That's why it's so crazy outside. When a masculine and feminine energy are living life within their own role, like their holistic, natural way of being, and appreciated for it, that brings joy. And it promotes love and authenticity. It promotes it because it's like, you appreciate me for being me, so I'm going to continue to be me. Now, I'm picking up another signal. Hold on. So people start acting like something else that they're not when they don't feel appreciated as themselves, and that's sad. So yeah, if you are supporting someone and they can't find it within their understanding to be appreciative of your presence, then you cut them off, because you know that you can't even do a thing with them because they're not there yet. So even if it's not a complete cutoff, it's a detachment. You detach from any energy that's causing you confusion within yourself, because people will do that. Be careful who you're around. They will bring you way down to where they at, if not lower. Okay, so be mindful of these things. Be mindful of the power of love and respect and being yourself. And if you are being yourself and whoever you're around doesn't want to appreciate that, then that's not your tribe. That's not the people that you're supposed to be around. Keep it simple, honey. Keep it simple. All right? All right. Everything you do, do it with love. I'll see you in the next message.